Hi, dreamers! Are you ready to step into the most powerful version of yourself? I'm talking about the kind of power that comes from understanding who you are, what you stand for, and setting unapologetic boundaries in your relationships. Let's be clear about one thing, dreamers. Boundaries are not walls. No, they're your shield, your armor that protects the essence of who you are while allowing you to give and receive love in a healthy, balanced way. Today, we're going to dive deep into Barbie's empowerment guide to boundaries and love. And by the end, you'll be walking away like the force of nature you were always meant to be. You see, every woman in this world is like a limited edition Barbie doll. Yes, that's right. You're rare, you're special, and you are meant to shine brighter than anyone else. But just like any exclusive collectible, you have a set of rules that make you unique. Rules that protect your heart, your energy, and your time. If you don't honor these rules, no one else will either. So let me ask you this, dreamers, how much do you value yourself? Because when you start setting boundaries, you're sending a powerful message to the world. I know my worth and I'm not afraid to protect it. Let's get one thing straight. Boundaries are not selfish, they are self-care. And self-care is the highest form of love you can give yourself. Imagine this. You're in a fabulous dream house, a home designed with all your favorite things. Every room representing a part of your heart and soul. Now, imagine that you invite someone and someone special, someone you care about. But what if they don't respect your space? What if they start rearranging your furniture without asking? Or worse, throwing things out without consideration for your feelings? Boundaries are like the walls of that dream house. They keep everything in place, ensuring that nothing gets damaged, nothing gets broken, and everything has its rightful place. When you create boundaries, you create a foundation that allows love to flow freely, without fear of getting hurt. When it comes to love, dreamers, boundaries are not negotiable. Too often, we're told to compromise on who we are to make someone else happy, to bend, to stretch, to apologize for existing as our authentic selves. But let me tell you something. You don't have to shrink to make room for someone else. In fact, when you start setting those boundaries clear, firm, unshakable boundaries, you're not just protecting yourself. You're teaching everyone around you how to treat you. You're saying, this is me. Take it or leave it. Now I know what you're thinking. But Barbie, what if I upset someone? What if they think I'm too much? And to that, I say, if they don't respect your boundaries, they don't deserve your love. You're not here to play small, to be a background character in your own life. You're the star of the show, and the only role you need to play is the one where you honor your own needs and desires. Boundaries are like the script in your life's movie. If you don't have one, the plot gets messy, the actors get confused, and before you know it, the story falls apart. But when you have a solid script, clear, concise, and full of purpose, the entire show flows seamlessly. It's time to stop asking for permission to take up space, dreamers. You were born to stand tall, to radiate energy, and to shine your light in a way that makes everyone around you take notice. But you can't do that if you're constantly allowing others to cross your lines, disrespect your time, or trample over your feelings. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're being rude or unkind. It means you're respecting yourself. It means that you know exactly what you need to thrive, and you're not afraid to ask for it. When you stand firm in your boundaries, you are not just protecting your peace. You are making room for the right kind of love, the kind that lifts you up and helps you grow. Think of boundaries as the borders of your dream house, the perimeter that defines who you are. When you start drawing those lines, you're not closing yourself off. You're creating a space that allows you to flourish. It's like planting a garden. If you don't put up a fence, the weeds will invade, and the flowers won't get the sunlight they need. But when you put up that fence firm, strong, and beautiful, you allow your flowers to bloom in all their glory. Your boundaries are there to protect your beauty. But let's talk about the why behind these boundaries. You see, dreamers, boundaries are not just about keeping others out. They're about keeping the wrong energy away and inviting the right energy in. Imagine you're hosting a fabulous dinner party. You've spent all day preparing the most exquisite spread, delicious food. perfect lighting, the right music, and then one guest shows up late, without a gift, without respect for the effort you've put in. Would you let them trample all over your carefully planned event? No. You would make it clear that there are standards at your table. Boundaries are the standards you set in your life. If someone wants to be in your world, they need to show up with the same level of respect, care, and effort. Now, here's the beauty of boundaries. They empower your relationships. When you set boundaries in your love life, you create space for deep, meaningful connections. You allow both yourself and your partner to thrive individually, which in turn strengthens the bond you share. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, and mutual respect starts with mutual understanding of each other's boundaries. When you both know where you stand, where the lines are drawn, it creates a dynamic where love can grow without the fear of stepping on each other's toes. Think of it like this. When you're in love, you're dancing together in the most beautiful ballroom. If one partner constantly steps on the other's feet, the dance is no longer enjoyable, it becomes painful. But when both partners respect each other's space, listen to the rhythm, and stay in sync, the dance becomes effortless and beautiful. That's the kind of relationship you deserve. One that's full of grace, mutual respect, and a whole lot of fun. Dreamers, don't wait for someone else to set boundaries for you. You are the architect of your own life, and that means you get to design your relationship with love, peace, and respect. Stop waiting for the right moment or for someone else to change. You get to decide when and where you draw the line. You don't need anyone's approval. Your boundaries are the foundation of your self-worth, and once you set them, you'll find that the love you attract is a reflection of how much you value yourself. Here's a real-world example. You've been dating someone who, at first, seemed perfect, but slowly you've noticed some red flags. Maybe they're not respecting your time, maybe they're not showing up when they say they will, or maybe they're constantly testing your patience. You've been hesitant to speak up because you're afraid of rocking the boat. But dreamers, let me tell you, don't wait until the boat capsizes. This is your chance to set the boundary. It's okay to say, I deserve more than this. And when you do, you'll either inspire your partner to rise to the occasion, or you'll realize that they weren't the one for you. Either way, you win. Remember, your time and energy are valuable, and just like your dream house, they deserve to be filled with only the things and people that bring you joy, peace, and growth. Every time you say no to something that doesn't align with your values, you're saying yes to the things that truly matter. You're choosing yourself. And let me tell you, dreamers, you are worth choosing. The key to setting boundaries is being crystal clear about what you want and what you won't tolerate. This doesn't mean being harsh or rigid. It means being honest, kind, and direct. Think of it like putting on a gorgeous outfit. It's tailored to fit you perfectly. It highlights your best features and it makes you feel unstoppable. That's what your boundaries should do. They should fit you perfectly, supporting your dreams, your peace of mind, and your goals. Anything less than that is simply not worth your energy. And let's be honest, boundaries make you magnetic. When you stand firm in who you are, people are drawn to your strength. They see that you know your worth, and that's irresistibly attractive. Boundaries create space for respect. And when people know they have to respect your time, your energy, and your heart, they'll either rise to the occasion or step aside. And when they step aside, you're better off because now you have space for someone who truly aligns with your values. Here's the bottom line, dreamers. Boundaries are your superpower. They help you become the best version of yourself, and they protect your heart while opening up the space for real, lasting love. So let me ask you this. What boundaries are you ready to set today? Because trust me, the moment you set them, your life will transform. Your love life will bloom, your confidence will soar, and your heart will feel lighter. You are worthy of love that respects you, cherishes you, and allows you to shine. Never forget that. When you set boundaries, you set yourself free. Now, dreamers, go out there and start drawing those lines. Your future self will thank you.